Hey skiers, I'm Jeff from Skiessentials.com. Welcome to our 2024 ski test. Today we're talking about the Black Crow's Anima. This ski is awesome, it's huge, it's strong, it's powerful, and it's got a distinct twin tip shape. So pretty unique ski. You know, you don't often get powder skis this wide with this much freestyle influence in their shape and design, and I think that makes the Anima really cool. Good friend of mine, Willie Nelson, skis this thing a ton. He's a Black Crow's athlete, skis in Alta, and he absolutely loves the Anima, and yeah, there's no surprise why. I mean, this ski is really, really cool for somebody who lives in an area that gets a lot of snow and has that skiing style that demands a ski like this. So really interesting construction in the Anima. Poplar and fiberglass in here, but then we also get carbon and Kevlar. They call it carbon and Kevlar tape, and it's super cool. Definitely gives the ski a lot more power, a lot more responsiveness, and just a lot more support for an aggressive, powerful skier. But we're 115 underfoot here. This thing is absolutely huge. So it is not light. 2,230 grams. This is a 182.1 centimeter length. So yes, it's a twin tip. Yes, it's a fun, playful ski. Yes, it's also the real deal and very strong and very powerful. Super cool. It's even got a pretty darn strong flex pattern. You know, there's some give to it too. It's not just a complete plank, but definitely supportive for some high-speed skiing if you're out there just skiing a massive big mountain line. Taking a look at shape here, just super cool. There's a ton of camber underfoot, even for like the amount of rocker that it has. That much rise in the camber is pretty darn impressive, and it's got this kind of snappy, responsive flex to it. A lot of tip rocker, especially when we decamber it. So tip rocker starts really about there. And then tail rocker is like almost as long as tip rocker. It is a directional shape. You know, it's not like a symmetrical twin tip. Really wouldn't want that as a powder ski. But there's definitely enough rise back there that if you wanted to take off switch, land switch, anything like that, it's going to be balanced. It's going to allow you to do that. I would be a little bit hesitant to play around with the mount point too much. I don't want to say that you shouldn't do it, just if you're considering doing that, just be really careful with how far forward you go, because you definitely wouldn't want to screw this thing up from a directional perspective. But just a really cool ski. You know, it's an interesting mix of performance characteristics for a ski this wide with a twin tip shape. It is incredibly strong and stable at high speeds. It just absolutely rips. If you looked at it like just on a ski wall, or maybe if you just looked at the shape, you might not expect that, but given that build, the carbon Kevlar in there, and the amount of camber that they put into this ski, it is very strong. But then edge release is super easy. Like, you can just slash and smear and play on this thing. I will say that it requires a pretty darn strong and good skier. Because there's some weight here, because there's some heft to it, you need to be capable of kind of flicking your skis around on a heavier ski. Some things are just super easy to throw side to side. Even other skis in Black Crow's line, I mean, it's hard to like kind of come up with a great comparison, but you know, something like the Kamix would be a lot easier just to kind of flick around, where this requires some strength in the skier. But you know, standing here looking at this ski, I can't think of too many other skis that offer this shape and the capabilities that come along with this shape, but also bring this much power and stability into the conversation. I'm sure there are skis out there that can do it. I just can't think of them in this exact moment, which I think is a good representation of the uniqueness of the Black Crow's Anima. Crazy also that it's not even their widest ski. The Nocta is awesome, and the Nocta has like I would say a different personality. That ski really leans to the pure powder performance and just is super, super surfy, and like it almost looks like a surfboard or a boat or like a wakeboard or something. This ski has a touch more well-roundedness in its performance. Could be like a big mountain competition ski for some skiers even. It's definitely got that strength. So that's the Black Rose Anima. Let us know if you have any questions about it, and we will see you out there on the slopes.